यहाँ पे कंसेप्ट दिया हुआ है बाइनरी रेसिडेंसी एक्सपीरियंस और कंसेप्ट के साथ काम करना, ऐसे शुरू किया आपने काम को?
तो मेरे मन में सबसे पहला है कि दो चीज को लेके क्या हो सकता है। मन की जो द्विधावस्था है, राग द्वेष, काम क्रोध, पसंद नापसंद, ऐसी काफी सारी अवस्था है मन की। तो जैसे सुख दुख दो चीज अगर मिला है तो उसमें आनंद एक वर्ड मिला मुझे, जिसका कोई अल्टरनेटिव नहीं है, वो प्योर है। तो वो उसका वैल्यू का प्योरिटी दिखाने के लिए मैंने गोल्ड यूज किया। दूसरा रीजन है कि कंपोजिशन ब्रेक करने के लिए भी मैं कभी कभी एक जगह पे गोल्डन कलर यूज करता हूँ। पेपर के अंदर से ही फीलिंग्स निकालने की कोशिश करें। पेपर का खुद का ब्यूटी क्या हो सकता है, कितनी इसकी पॉसिबिलिटीज है, वो निकालने की कोशिश कर रहा हूँ।
What is interesting in your work is that the objects are realistic, but the compositions make it look like it is hyper-real or a little out of the world. So, will you like to discuss about the work that you're doing here?
I fixed my title, so I want to express my title at first. So my title is Birth and Death. So in Odia, one proverb I want to say, Matya Mandala Dehavai Devata Hoile Morai, means everybody is mortal in the earth. When I saw the demolition building, the building is broken to the machine and to the man. So I think about it. Yeah, everybody is mortal. Means if you born on the earth, you have to die. When I saw the demolition building, one stone laying on the earth, then one iron scrap, then stone, iron scrap. So it's one after another. They are putting like arty kind of things. So I hired the composition also from the site. Tire refers to, as per my way, tire refers to the time and like the present, past, future. The tire is running. So you have to connect with contemporary practice as also with your thinking process, like the past, present and future, that kind of things. I am connecting all of the things here.
In my work, I try to look at the infiniteness of it, which of course is an abstract concept. Observation is the term which probably defines my work process. My work grows from a lot of found objects, looking around, digging around, taking a lot of photographs and then kind of sketching around, then building. When I visited the site, I looked at it, the expanse of it was making a lot of sense to me. And also the thing that it is coming down to zero. So this complexity of infiniteness, which is an abstract notion, and also the concept of zero, which is nothingness, and yet at the same time they're both abstracts. So I could see that visually. Because I started with like circular canvases and I sort of did first blacks on white, and then I reversed the process. I did like whites on blacks and then I did white on white. But I also try to incorporate a lot of other things like found objects. So if I find something, I kind of puncture it, I kind of make holes into it and try to see how I can filter pigments onto it. Can I take an impression of that? I try to reach at a form which is very formalistic, which is very geometric, very precise. But also the struggle to reach at it is, no matter how much precise you do, when you do it with the human hand, there's a sense of intuitiveness, there's a sense of things being a little off track.
How the northeastern background has affected your work?
I think from my childhood I faces many religious problems. I found many violence, riots, political discrimination, caste discrimination. But I never think about that. From my childhood I will go to the landscape and always be involved into that. I'm drinking on cupboard, which is thrown away by people. It's a brick construction. But before that, it was a tree. When it was growing, it's a construction. Again, people throw it. Again, I bring it, there is a construction. Again, I cut it and reproducing into aesthetical objects. Inspiration is about my father. So he is a kind of psychological patient. He sits inside the room and also he imagining himself through past to present to future. And also he imagining the old world in that room. I'm using one photograph, old photographs, when my father was young. So I think he go to past. I'm painted landscape inside space. And also there is window, you can see the window. Usually what we do, we see the landscape through the window. But here you can't see anything through the window. It's a dark side of the world.
For me, Astita is more over than my flesh and my dress. have two people inside. So all the conversation is making these two people.
Through the process of repetition and by creating an image of yourself and doing various process with it, you are trying to remove the physical dominant aspect.
I am using cotton. Cotton can say to be very pure. Then with rice paper, very transparent medium. I use bronze. I feel it's very powerful sometimes. Sometimes I got influenced by nature. So sometimes I used feather.
So I use another different clay on this surface. How it is difficult to go back. It wasn't locust cloud, then what was it? Locust is a reference for the land it is.
What about clay?
Yeah, clay and with some nails on board. It will be a different language that you create.
Kind of inverted it around. So the lines become like these white lines.
Similar form discussion.
The
Imagination. People will make the gravitational
production machine
and put it inside the moon.
Here I am also presenting the past, present and future.
ऐसे एक दिन मैं जा रहा था वॉक के लिए, तो वहाँ पे देखा मैंने कि मशरूम्स लगे हुए हैं, तो उसको मैंने स्ट्रक्चर के तरीके से लिया। तो तभी मुझे लगा कि इसके साथ अगर मैं मेरा पेपर का स्ट्रक्चर अगर ऐड किया तो कैसा होगा। ये मेरे लिए फर्स्ट एक्सपीरियंस भी है और एक नई चीज़ भी है मेरे लिए। यहाँ पे मैं बाइनरी जैसा देख रहा हूँ कि एक नेचुरल चीज़ है, एक मैनमेड चीज़ है। सॉफ्टनेस है वुड के अंदर, और इधर मैं पेपर का करते हुए भी उसमें हार्डनेस है क्योंकि वो बिल्डिंग दर्शाता है। और दोनों का बेस जो है लैंड, वो कॉमन है। विदाउट लैंड पेड़ भी नहीं रह सकते, विदाउट लैंड स्ट्रक्चर भी खड़ा नहीं हो सकता। और वो एक नेचुरल स्ट्रक्चर है, और इधर मैंने मेरा स्ट्रक्चर क्रिएट किया आर्किटेक्चर का, टेक्सचर। एक मीडियम के साथ तुम्हारा एक रिलेशन बन जाता है। कुछ एक चीज को लेके तुम काम करोगे तो काफी डीप जा सकते हो उसका। जो मैं समझता हूँ उसका पेपर का थिकनेस है या फिर उसकी क्वालिटी है, बाकी लोग नहीं समझ सकते जितना मैं उसको समझ सकता हूँ।
Black gives me that pleasure of complete saturation. Darkness is quite invisible, but I wanted to see the darkness, so I kind of inverted it through Photoshop. And then I kind of made a series of sketches. On the surface, it looks beautiful because probably the delicacy of the line is what I really want to show. I like to explore the mysterious, the invisible side of things. When the whites go on the black, they kind of just do enough of what I want to show. They are all sort of broken, but they all connect and form a pattern. And then the pattern becomes visible, so the darkness becomes visible.
I'm planning to do photographic performance. I'm using my body in that stage as a human body, not as an artist self. And also I'm covered with one scene suggesting the industry. So it's like, there is a confusion between that man supporting the industry or not supporting the industry.
So how is your search of soul related to your body?
While I am doing that process of playing with black carbon, when I am making that stencil, I am stabbed with pins and knife. That time I am feeling myself that I am bonding myself. I am destructing the dominating self of mine. There's a destruction of plasticity while I am doing stencils and move that blank carbon beyond that. It could get that images of that black is merged to that depth. I could feel like that I am also vanishing into the depth. For getting that moment, I am doing that again and again. I would say that that's a way of spiritual process to find that soul.
visually we can see the landscape through the window.
सुख और दुख मिलके एक आनंद वर्ड मिला मुझे.
Yes, I'm considering it as two persons.
Yeah, as a binary.
What an amazing form.
But I like just what you've constructed here as a, even as another something imagined, I think is quite.
You know that construction and destruction, the binary is there.
What is trying to kind of invert it.